Coming up in April, we will have our last and final MAPS testing. So today I just want to go over a few review problems. First things first, I want you to put these numbers in order from least to greatest. All right, so here's what I want you to do every time. Look to see what you've got here. Are any of the numbers unlike the other numbers?
Yes.
Which one?
2.
This one right here. What's different about that from the others?
Only 1 digit.
There's only one digit. If I wanted to add a digit, what would it be?
0.
0. That might have helped some of you. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the ones place. What do you see in all of those?
0.
A 0. So now I know I can go to the second digit, the one in the tenths place. Which one is obviously the tiniest there?
1.
The 1, okay? So I'm going to take that one and put it there. That is the smallest one. A lot of people, because this only had one digit, said that was the tiniest one, but it is not. Guys, what's the next smallest one?
2.
Now we've got this one, which was originally 0.2. The next one?
126.
0.26, and finally?
0.38.
All right, if you don't have that corrected, please correct it on your board. All right, so let's practice another one just like that. Number 2, still put the numbers in order from least to greatest. Okay, so we had some people who got tricked up on this. Remember, you're going to look at the number all the way on the left. Which one is different?
1.
The one that starts with a 1. Guys, what's bigger, the 0 or the 1?
1.
The 1. So if you wanted to, you can kind of go backwards. We know that's going to be the biggest one, so I'm going to put that at the bottom. Some people were only looking at the tenths and hundredths place. You've got to look at the number all the way on the left first, okay? Now, the ones that are remaining all start with the 0. Which one looks different than the others now? The 0.4. What can I add to the end?
0.
I can put a 0 here if I would like to, okay? Out of those guys, what's the smallest?
0.4.
All right, so 0.4, then what?
0.58.
Finally,
0.71.
there we go. All right, so this is the final one where you're putting them in order from least to greatest. Okay, so which number should I be looking at first? What place?
The 1s.
The ones place. Which one stands out, Jace?
4.
The 4. Is that the biggest or the smallest one, Jace? That's the biggest one. So I can take that one, get rid of it, and put it down here. Now, which one looks different than the rest of them?
1.4.
1.4. Add a what at the end if you want it to look the same? 0. Maddie, what's the tiniest one? Okay, 1.4. Autumn, what's the next one?
1.62.
Third one, Jonathan? 1.95. Okay, and that is in order from least to greatest. Okay, as you guys just answered this, you are showing me you don't quite know what one of these words means. This says, what is the median of the data set? Can you guys remind me what median means? What is it? The middle number. Here's what many of you just did. Oh, yeah, that's in the middle. What is wrong with choosing that that's the middle number?
It's not in the middle. It's 50.
It's not in order from least to greatest. So the first thing you have to do every time with a data set before you can find the median is put it in order from least to greatest. Now, everybody, which one is in the middle?
20.
20 is in the middle. All right, so we're doing same thing once again, the median of the data set. I want you to put them in order from least to greatest and then circle the median or circle the middle number. Okay, guys, what's the smallest one?
14. 5.
Then what?
14.
Next?
17.
Next?
18.
Next?
20.
Next?
28.
Last.
37.
All right, looking at all those numbers, which one is in the middle?
18.
18 is in the middle. Okay, for this final one about the median, I could see some people were a little bit confused. Why was this one confusing?
Because there's 2 4s.
There's 2 numbers in the middle. What 2 numbers are in the middle?
4.
4 and
6.
4 and 6 is in the middle. Now here's the deal. You're not allowed to have 2 numbers as a median. So what you have to decide is if there was a middle number right here, what number would go in between a 4 and a 6? What would it be? A 5. So even though there was no 5 there, the middle value would have been a 5.
That's stupid.
All right, so listen, on the maps test, there will be some questions where there are no calculators, so you've got to multiply it out. 0 times 5 is?
0.
5 times 5 is?
25.
25, so the correct answer is 250. All right, so this next one asks, what is 324 times 48?
Ew.
All right, first things first, we are multiplying only times that 1 in the ones place. What number is in the ones place?
4. I mean 8.
The 8, okay? So if you did not get it correct before, do this with me. What's 4 times 8?
32.
2 on bottom, 3 on top. 2 times 8
16.
plus 3.
19.
9 on bottom, 1 on top. 3 times 8
24.
plus 1.
12.
Okay? Now I'm done with that 8, and I'm done with those numbers up there in blue. Now let's move on. I need to put a 0 as a placeholder because this is in the tens place. That's where I think a lot of people messed up. 4 times 4?
16.
6 on bottom, 1 on top. 2 times 4?
9. I mean
8 plus 1?
9.
9. 3 times 4?
12.
How many of you can see where you made your mistake? All right, let's add it together. 2 plus 0?
2.
9 plus 6?
15.
1 plus 5 plus 9?
13. Wait, what?
10.
15. 1 plus 2 plus 2?
5.
And bring down the 1. Don't forget your comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, and this is the correct answer. All right, next one here, 23,000 times 50. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is multiplying times 0. Guys, anything times 0 is what?
0.
So we know that's just going to be a whole bunch of zeros, okay? So now forget the 0, we're moving on to the 5. Since it's in the tens place, I have to put a what as a placeholder? 0. Help me out now. 0 times 5?
0.
0 times 5?
0.
0 times 5?
0.
3 times 5?
15.
15. 2 times 5?
10.
Plus 1?
11.
11. Okay, now we're adding these up. Here's where some people had some struggles. Don't forget 1, 2, 3, comma, and again 1, 2, 3, comma. Remember the first comma right here says what?
Millions.
1,000. What does this comma say?
No.
Million. Everyone read me the number. 1,150,000. Okay, so this question says, what number is the same distance from 0 on a number line as -2? So here is 0. How many hops away is the -2?
2.
2 hops away. What other number would also be 2 hops away from 0?
2.
Positive 2. So the correct answer is 2. All right, boards are down. Guys, which number is the same distance from 0 on a number line as this -5 over here?
5.
Positive 5 would also be the same distance. All right, some people got tricked up on this. Guys, what number is the same distance from 0 on a number line as positive 22? Negative 22. Okay, guys, this asks us what's the difference. What does difference mean? Subtract. Here's where some of you have forgotten some basic things. Guys, where is the decimal point on 78?
After the 8.
After the 8. So I could say 0.00000, right? All right. Now, you have to line up the decimal points. As I just looked at some of you, you forgot to line up your decimal points. If that's you, I want you to erase it and fix it. Now, what's 0 minus 4? You can't do it. You got to borrow, okay? So now what's 10 minus 4? 6. Bring down that decimal point. 7 minus 2?
5.
And 7 minus 4. The answer is 35.6. Okay, guys, what does the word sum mean?
Add.
We're adding. Do I need to line up the decimal points?
Yes.
Where is the decimal point on 42?
After the 2.
After the 2.
After the 2. What can I put as a placeholder?
0.
0. How many of you already see where you made your mistake? If you made a mistake, erase it and fix it, please. 1 plus 0 is 1. 8 plus 2 is 10. 1 plus 7 plus 4 is 12. The correct answer is 1/20 and 1/10. Okay, everybody, where is the decimal point on 86?
After the 6.
After the 6. Remember, adding and subtracting, you have to line up your decimal points, okay? So for this first one, I borrow 10 minus 6,
4.
5 minus 2,
3.
8 minus 2.
6.
Answer?
63.4.
All right, very good. I hope this has helped you just a little bit for the MAPS test.